Hello everyone, my name is Renz and this is my COVID story. I am an overseas Filipino worker here in the United Kingdom. I work as a nurse in London. I have a loving wife, a charming daughter, and a thriving career. But all of this almost became out of my grasp. Last April, I contracted the COVID-19 virus. I self-isolated in our room and my wife and daughter stayed in our living room. At first, I just thought it was an ordinary flu, but every day, my symptoms worsened. My fever never went down 40 degrees. I was really weak, and my sense of taste and smell were gone. I bought a pulse oximeter to check my oxygen level, and it was only 92%, but I still do not feel short of breath. On my fourth day of self-isolation, I woke up feeling dizzy and faint. I started vomiting and then short of breath. This is when I asked my wife to call an ambulance, as I think it would become worse. In the accident and emergency, my colleagues greeted me. They helped me feel comfortable and they really took care of me. I then had the routine bloods, medications, swab tests, and x-ray. One of the doctors told me that my x-ray indicated that I might have COVID-19. I was really nervous as this was the first time I was being admitted in a hospital. At the same time, relieved as I knew my health were in the best hands. I never imagined being on the other side and be a patient. I was then moved to a ward for observation. I thought this would be only an overnight stay, as I was hopeful that mine would be a minor case, but I was wrong. Each day I got worse. I continued to vomit even though there is nothing left to vomit. I was then placed on oxygen via face mask because my oxygen level was dropping. I started to become more short of breath and drowsy. It's as if everything in the room was spinning. I can't remember the exact details, but I deteriorated and was moved to the intensive care unit because I needed more oxygen and I warranted the use of CPAP, a machine used to prevent airway collapse. But I couldn't tolerate it. It felt like drowning. I remember taking my mask off often and started to become agitated. A friend of mine was working in the ITU at that time and was telling me off as I really needed the mask on. I started struggling to breathe. I was really tired and sleepy. Another friend of mine who was also working there told me, Renz, pag di mo sinuot yung mask, matutubo ka. But all I want was to sleep. Rest. I pleaded the team to intubate me. I remember trying to do the sign of the cross. I gave my best to fight, and I trust God that He will guide all the doctors and nurses to take care of me. I do not remember everything that happened in ITU, but my wife and other friends told me what transpired. After a few days of being intubated, I was then moved to a specialized hospital to receive VV ECMO, a procedure where they inserted two large bore cannulas in my groin to simultaneously remove and return blood in the venous circulation. This is to support my lungs. After I think 5 days, I was moved to the step-down unit. I was already extubated, but I was still delirious. I remember when I woke up, I thought I was in a movie of Carlo J. Capares, and I was an extra, and that I was in the dressing quarters. Eventually, my consciousness went back, and all the other contraptions were one by one removed. I was finally able to speak to my family properly via video call. I really missed my wife and daughter, and this was the longest I was away from them since our marriage. I really admire my wife's courage and determination. They were my inspiration to get better. As a social media user, I was able to post this.
Hello everyone. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support, for all your prayers. I'm now on road to the recovery, hopefully home soon. Thank you very much for everything and keep safe. and see you soon.
And this
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator.
I would like to thank everyone in the hospital who cared for me, my nurses, doctors, and all the members of the team. I want to extend my gratitude to everyone who supported and prayed for me and my family. Thank you so much. Now, I am back home but still recovering. I still have pain in my feet and cannot walk properly. I am now on medications for my heart and pain. I still feel easily fatigued. I'm not telling you all this to scare you, but to emphasize that COVID-19 is real. The risks are there and the effects are life-changing. Today, based on the news, there might be a second wave coming. So I am reminding everyone to protect yourselves and others. Wash your hands, wear a face mask, self-isolate if you have symptoms, and keep social distancing. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless everyone.